Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to skip over the class boundaries right now. We're going to jump to the tally. This is the long part. You want to take your time, because if you mess up this tally, you're going to get the entire histogram wrong. You have to go through one at a time. So number 13 is the first one. Where does 13 hit in here? So I'm going to put a little tally mark there, a little line there. So I'm telling you that's the 9 through 16. And I'm going to cross it off. And you have to do this for every one of these numbers. You got to put down where it goes, and as a tally mark. So okay, where
said this is going to be simple, but it's going to take time. That's what we mean. You're just putting a tally for every one.
And then I'm going to group mine in 5. So every 5 I'm going to put together in group.
Corey, every one of these numbers, we're going to put a tally wherever it belongs. So 13 belongs somewhere between 9 and 16, so we put a tally there. 47 got to go somewhere in here, right? 10 has to go somewhere in here. Be careful. Count them. Remember, after you get the fourth one, I would make 5 across.
Right.
Dash 3 goes in here. Cross them out each time. Keep the same system going. Otherwise, you're going to screw it up. Now, while you're sitting there moaning and complaining, realize that this is pretty simple. You don't get, okay, Chuck, 40. Where does 40 go? Is 40 going to show up between 1 and 8? Okay, so I'm going to cross it out and make sure that I put a tally in that.
Well, so we put a tally for every number that's in between 1 and 8.
Yeah.
Every time it shows up, we put the tally down. So this is just taking time, but it is not difficult. There's nothing to calculate. I got 5 on that one. And that's how you keep going.
You guys need to finish that up and do all your tally marks before we can go on. No, you didn't put it on yet.
Are they all gonna have like this many numbers?
The one in the back doesn't have as many numbers, but the one for your homework's probably in between.
We gotta count how many tallies we got.
We will afterwards. Right now, do the tallies. Yes.
Can we just count them and put like the number down, like?
No, it's the only way of doing it. You could be doing it right now. Looks like it's blended in.
Yeah, just gotta be careful.
Hey, who invented this?
Whoever it is, you must be smart.
That'll be your homework for the weekend, Chucky. Go Google it.
So I can compare this, I'll find out.
I'm done.
Let's hope you did it right, because you went pretty fast there.
I did. I think. 33 through 40 has 4.
There we go. You'll
48 has 4. 25 to 32 has 6. 17 to 24 has 11. 9 through 16 has 21. And 1 through 8 has. What those we got right now?
So we're going to count each tally mark up, and that's going to be the frequency.
Write down the numbers.
Write down the number. So I have 14 here.
21.
21
No,
here.
you asked about just doing it in your head and counting it up.
Wait, you got 6 next? Here's 11. No, it should be 11.
That's what I got.
Oh, I think it said 6. Okay. Yes.
And 4. And then you.
Okay, so right now, if you look at this, when we went to graph this thing, if we had one bar from 1 to 8, then our next bar was from 9 to 16. They're not touching. There's a space of 1 between them. Your bars must touch. So if you go back up here on the note sheet, it says class boundaries cannot have gaps. Bars must touch. You increase and decrease each class by 0.5. So these are going to be our class boundaries. We're going to have to increase and decrease each one of these. So on the left-hand side, you're going to minus 0.5 from it. On the right-hand side, you're going to add 0.5 to it. What's 1 minus 0.5? 0.5. So my class boundary is from 0.5. I'm minusing and adding 0.5 to each side. That's all you have to do on every single one of them. What's 8 plus 0.5? 8.5. So if you go down to the next one, 9. What's 9 minus 0.5?
8.5.
Which is the 8.5 from up here. So now they're going to cut. You're going to minus 0.5. So that's the rule I gave up here. You're always going to do this. You increase and decrease each class by 0.5. This is going to be your class boundaries. So if I decrease 9 by 0.5, what do I get? Yes, you're with me, but with someone else, what do I get if I minus that? If I put 8.5, what am I going to go up to? 16.5. But what's the first one over here first?
17.5.
16.5. You have the minus 1 from the other side. Don't add it to both of them. Minus from the left-hand side, add to the right-hand side. You're adding to the 24. Yes, here you're going to add. On this side, you're going to subtract 0.5. You don't need a calculator. Yes. So the next one would be, what'd you say?
24.5.
24.5 to, what'd you say, Chucky?
32.5.
Yes. What's the next one?
32.5 minus 40.5.
Yep. You just keep following this till you're done.
And that's 40.5 minus 40.5. You're done? Actually, that's it.
You stop it there. So, kind of stop.